Aloha, welcome and thank you for being here. I am called Shell and I am sharing from home in Northern California today. The last time I shared in this format, I was in Fiji. Quite a different attire required here, especially in this season. One more month, less than a month of fall before we're in winter officially. And tomorrow here in the United States is a holiday celebrated by many called Thanksgiving. And while I do not participate in Hallmark holidays and haven't for years, I am going to gather with loved ones to share a meal. And what has brought me to share in this way today is I am moving into a different form of sharing, moving into the use and support of podcast, which I haven't figured out. I haven't taught myself how to use that format yet, but it's coming. So I'll be creating podcasts. I'll be writing more. I just opened my Substack, and so I'm learning through trial and error what that is all about and how to use it. So this will be our last video connection for quite some time until I'm guided to change that. As well as my session work has moved. The healing sessions that I offer are now phone sessions. They are no longer video. And the Oracle sessions will be moving over to phone sessions as well, beginning next month. Beginning in winter, the season of winter. So after December 21st, 2025. And what I'm feeling in my heart to share with all of you today, side note, I wanted to share that this may be very noisy. There is a young gentleman enjoying riding around in the mountains on his, what are they called? A dirt bike. And we're in the mountains, so it echoes, and the sound is penetrating every open space over here. And our home is going through a remodel. So there are a group of guys up there hammering, sawing, you name it. There's electric tools and hammers and all the things, building us a nice big expanded porch, putting in great big windows to open our view. So much happening, and it's all so noisy. It's messy, it's noisy, it's unpredictable. This is my life right now. It's so full of all the elements that are out of control, that cannot be controlled. And I'm just in inner peace in all of it. So I'd like to share with you some of that energy. And I got to tell you, I've been practicing this for a long time, because in 2019, I got a message in my meditation, and it said that I was to begin to practice being the stillness in the center of a tornado. That I needed to become calm and centered within, so that as chaos in the world swirled around me, I would be anchoring peace and harmony. And so, 2019, where was it? So like 6 years later, right? What is time anyway? But I share that just to share that this has been a practice of mine for a long time. So as things are happening, as my house is messy, as like my house is being deconstructed and reconstructed, and it's expanding, but it is loud and it is noisy, and it all happens at whatever times it happens, not when we think it's going to start, not when we think it's going to finish, but it's just as it is. And yes, and I'm comfortable, and I'm grateful, so grateful, and I welcome change. So what was with me today, what was so alive in me, I want to share a little bit of it. And because it was personal to me, it will probably be shared a little differently right now with all of you, but I want to share it with the invitation that if it resonates for you, that you create for yourself in your own voice, so that you speak out loud and you hear yourself, your voice, that you might be inspired to do something like this for yourself, in your words, in your voice, in your time. So today, I had this moment where my heart was just, it was like bursting. Our Stone family with this great joy and love. Joy and love, this centered in my heart, this expansion of love that went out into every cell and pore of my body. And along the path, it found my inner children, many of them. And I experienced this prayer, this beautiful prayer. And it went something like this. Thank you, inner child, all inner children within me. Thank you for your trust. Thank you for knowing and believing and trusting we would arrive here this day. That I would rise to save you, to rescue you, to nurture you into your innocence, to love you so fully and completely, to stand up for you, to remove you out of harm's way and to protect you. That I am here, your true parent. I am here as your mother. I forgive all parts of me, every inner child, every part of my soul, for needing to experience so much pain, torture, trauma, violence, abandonment, isolation, unworthiness, suicidal tendencies, and feeling hopeless and unloved and unwanted and unworthy. I forgive every part of my soul and myself for needing the experiences that we have had collectively to come to where we are today. To learn of our power, to be the embodiment of forgiveness, compassion, and unconditional love. I am here for you, children within me. I am here for you as your loving mother, protecting you, playing with you, loving you as you are. I ask for your forgiveness as I forgive. And in reciprocity, I ask that you continue to trust, believe, know that every experience we have, no matter how triggering, no matter what comes up, whether it's fear or anger, that you are loved, you are safe now, and I am here, so that you can return to that presence of knowing that you are held in your mother's unconditional love. Thank you. Thank you to all parts of me for having the courage and the bravery and the dedication into self-inquiry and self-mastery through all of the pain and all of the discomfort. Thank you for returning to the knowing in your heart that it's all been with purpose, and that in every moment of your entire soul's existence, through all lifetimes, through all lifelines, you have been loved. You are love. Thank you. I love you. I love you. And now, together, we get to share this love out in the world with all of life, with every part of nature, which is our kin. It's a part of us. Our love for the plants and the trees and the grasses and the stones and the leaves and the soils and the seas and the rivers and the streams and the oceans, the insects and the animals and the winged ones and the mountains, and just every part of nature expressing through us, with us, guiding us to be in unity and oneness with all. And we get to share this experience creatively, playfully, with all who come into our circle, and that ripples beyond that circle, through their circles and everybody who comes to know us, to experience us, becomes infected with our love, the love of all of life, not just Shell and all her little children, but the true God source, the true God love that exists within all of life, that now shines through us like a sun, beaming its rays to all around. Thank you. I love you, and thank you. Part of the work I do in the world, part of the play I share in the world, and how I'm able to be who I am, is because I feel. I'm an experiencer, and I feel everything in the environment and beyond. And because I have opened myself to allow the pain and the suffering of all of life around me, and to over and over and over again surrender to truth, to the truth, to knowing who I really am and why I'm here. And that has guided me into the gifts that I have which allow me to take in pain and suffering and transform it. To transform it into forgiveness and compassion and unconditional love. And I am able to do so now with healthy boundaries. I am now that protective parent to all the parts of myself. I am no longer in harm's way. No, my heart creates the protective barrier, and I discern who and where to place myself around and within. So this is not, and I will never share, a false light that comes from living on one end of a polarity. But rather, my life is a dance and a play, an art form of dancing in between it all, taking in the darkness and doing the dance and everything with all of the creativity in me to balance myself with the light, not beaming too far on one side or the other, but having this dance through my body and my voice and my play and my art and my self-care through how I feed myself, what I expose myself to, what I hear, what I see, who I'm around, the places I am, all of it, the products I use, all of it allows me to stay in this dance between the worlds. And as a multidimensional being, I'm able to time travel and experience what existence is like beyond this dense reality that is shared by the common majority. So please take only what resonates from what I've shared today and discard the rest. And if the prayer that I shared for my inner children resonates for you, then the invitation is there to record your own, with or without video, but in your voice, so that you can hear it in your words, in your voice, often recreating it with new language as that feels right, and sharing it in your circles if that feels right. Because being yourself, just being in your true, authentic self gives permission to those around you to just be who they are. In purity, for unity, thank you. Mahalo. Thank you for being here with me. And it would be lovely if you continued the journey with me in the new format of podcasting as I figure that out, and trust that I'll be back to share myself in the visual sometime when it's right. For now, see you again.